I told him, poets like Routray should be translated into Tamil also. The reason is, lot of themes are there, in the poetry of Routray, and I will definitely take some steps to do some important poems in Tamil also. That will be the real contribution, okay? So that I will also try. So regarding translation, I told you, translation is a linguistic revolution. Only when we translate, we can translate not only the language, we can translate the culture, we can translate the soil, we can translate the heritage and culture of Odia. And with this note, I would like to just let you know the recent trends in the world literary scenario and how Sarala and Routray were forerunners of these literary themes. For instance, now all over the world, the voices of the marginalized are emerging. African American writers are writing, indigenous writers, the Adi people, okay, the original inhabitants of the world, like Maori people in New Zealand, they write now in English language. Similarly, the Native American people, right? The Chicano writers also in Mexico, they write about their own problems, correct? In India, we have the tribal and Dalit writings. And not only that, transgendered literature, LGBT literature is coming up now. So all these writings, in my opinion, they can take lot of ideas from Sarala and Routray, because they already paved the way for, literary ideas in their works. But unfortunately, all texts are not available in English language. So that is one of the reasons, that these writers are not very much known outside India. So for that, translation is the only weapon that we can take it forward and then bring it. And Routray has already been compared and discussed with many, writers in the world. For instance, Sigmund Freud. Freud was a great psychoanalyst, correct? Some of the important ideas were also reflected in the writings of Routray. Similarly, Lenin, okay? Karl Marx, Walt Whitman, okay? All these writers, and I read one of the poems by Routray. He himself says, I was not very much influenced by many writers, but his writings reflect T.S. Eliot also, one of the important writers in America and England, and also Dylan Thomas. All these writers, okay, have some similar themes with Routray. And such a great writer should be celebrated, should be prescribed not only in Oriya, he should be prescribed in all states in India. That is the greatest respect we have to give for Routray, and I thank Routray's family for preserving some of the important works of Routray, and definitely I will initiate steps to translate at least 10 or 15 poems into Tamil. So that will be the greatest tribute I can pay for our greatest poet Routray. I just want to wind up my talk with the poem written by Routray again. It is called The Princess Raja Jama. Okay, there is a poem. He says that the language he uses is really very powerful. He says, I am Sachi Routray. In bracket he says, I am not Tagore or Shelley, but really he reflects the ideas. I am a poet of this earth and sky. Look at the poets are called, according to Shelley, are unacknowledged legislators of the world. I can say Routray is also unacknowledged legislator of the world. He says, I am a poet of this earth and sky. I am not a professional singer. It is not my business. To paint pictures on paper. See, the ink is mightier than gun. Ink is mightier than gun. And our writer very meticulously says, to paint pictures on paper. When you open a book of mine, you will feel the heart of a new man. The heart of that is the real point. All men make up the tale of humanity. All literatures in this world are nothing but tales of humanity. See, this poem reflects universal theme for literature. I repeat, all men make up the tale of humanity. Man's love and tears, grief and joys are portrayed in my verse. Look at the spelling for portray. P-O-R-T-R-O-Y-E-D. His name became a verb. That is the beauty of Routray I can see in the works. That is how he presents his ideas in this poem. I love this poem. I really want to translate tonight itself in Tamil to my audience. And thank you so much. I thank the organizers for giving me the greatest opportunity and for letting me to read the greatest poets of this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof. Armstrong ji, for your excellent speech, wonderful speech, and for your kind presence in Sarala Bhawan to give your wonderful speech on Sachi Routray and Sarala. Really, we are grateful to you. Sarala Science is grateful to you, and Odisha is grateful to you.